Hello everyone, welcome back to KnowHow. Today we have got a practical tutorial for you. In this tutorial, our goal is to calculate the due date based on the category, where each category has different number of days allocated to complete a given task, issue, project or consignment. We will explore three methods. The first method is using the VLOOKUP function, the second is using the XLOOKUP, and in the third method, we will use the combination of VLOOKUP and WORKDAY to calculate the dates ignoring the holidays. So without further delay, let's dive right in and learn how we can do all this.
Don't forget to subscribe KnowHow and press the bell icon for more videos.
This is the data, and in this data, the first thing is the ID. ID is actually representing the task, project or the consignment number, and next to ID is the category, and the detail of the category is given in this side table, in which I have the three categories, and for each category there is a specific number of days that are allocated to complete this task or consignment, and this category is written over here. After this, I have the date open on which the specific consignment or the task is started, and now I have to calculate the due date based on its category. For this purpose, here I will write equal, and first I will select the date open. After this, I am going to write the plus because I want to add something to it. After this, I will write VLOOKUP. So first I have to select the lookup value, and lookup value is given in this category. So I will select this cell, that is C5. After this, I will put comma, and then I have to select the table array, and table array is given in this subtable, that is the category table. So I select this table and then I will press F4 to lock it. After this, I will put comma, and then I have to select the column index number, which is the second column in this subtable. So I will write 2 and then I will put comma, I will write 0, close this bracket and press enter. So here you can see that I have calculated the due date for the first consignment. To calculate it for the rest of the consignments, I'll simply go to the bottom right corner of this cell and double click it so that it calculates all the values. So this is the first method of using the VLOOKUP function. Now we will learn how we can calculate the due date by using the XLOOKUP function. Now to calculate the due date using the XLOOKUP function, I will write equal, and then I will select the date open. After this, I will write the plus sign, and then I will write XLOOKUP. And in this function, first I have to select the lookup value, and lookup value is actually the category. So I will select this C5 cell and then put comma. After this, I have to select the lookup array, and the lookup array is given in this subtable of category. So I will select all the categories and lock it by pressing the F4. After this, I will put comma, and the return array is actually the number of days that is given in the front of the categories. So I will select all the number of days, and after selecting them, I will press F4 to lock them. After this, I will close this bracket and press enter. And again, for the rest of the calculation, go to the bottom right corner and double click it. So you can see that the same due date is calculated using the XLOOKUP function. So both of these functions can be used alternatively, but the one thing is missing, that if we want to calculate only the working day and want to ignore the holidays, then we have to combine this VLOOKUP function with the workday function so that we calculate the due date as well as we ignore the holidays that are coming in between these two dates. For this purpose, I'm going to write equal, and first I will write workday. After this, I will start the bracket, and first I have to given the start date. So the start date is given in this cell, that is D5, that is the date open. After this, I will put comma, and then I will write VLOOKUP bracket start. So first I have to give the lookup value. So the lookup value is given in this category, that is C5. After this, I will put comma, and then I have to select the table array, and the table array is the category table. So I select this table and lock it with the help of F4, and then I'll put comma. and I want to search the second column. So after this I will write 0. I will close the first bracket of workday function, second bracket for the VLOOKUP function and press enter. Now you can see that instead of 18th September, it is giving 20th September as a due date. These 2 days are added because of the holidays. So for the rest of the calculation, we'll go to the bottom right corner of this cell and drag it down so that I calculate it for all the consignment or tasks. To sum up, we have covered due date calculation using VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP and the combination of VLOOKUP and Workday in Excel. I encourage you to practice these methods with your own data and explore how they can streamline your workflow. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next tutorial.